All of this in the form of snow. In Medford, just over 1/4 of an inch of rainfall. Nationally, here's the story. A storm system departing from the east, still dragging very cold air out of Canada across the Great Lakes, thus the heavy snow in parts of Pennsylvania, Ohio, and western New York State. Sioux City, Iowa hit 15 below zero overnight last night. That's a record low, and 18 below in Worland, Wyoming, another record low. 37 the high today in Washington, D.C. Miami had 74, 54 in Atlanta, New Orleans, 65 degrees. Meanwhile, Kansas City at 24. The Twin Cities had 6 above, 35 for Boston. Phoenix, 67 degrees. San Francisco topped it out at 57. Reno, 44. Fairbanks, 25. Anchorage, 33. And a beautiful day in Honolulu, 81 degrees. No advisories up along the coastline. Look for east-northeast winds at 10 to 20 knots. Forecast for tonight, west of the Cascades, just a chance of some precipitation. Interior valleys, it could be in the form of a snowflake or two, maybe a snowflake or a raindrop or two along the north and central coast, just a sprinkle or two along the south coast. Lows tonight, cold along coast, temperatures in the 30s, 27 for Eugene, the Dalles 25, Ontario 25 degrees, Burns 16. For tomorrow, still a chance of some snow for the southern Cascades and the southeastern part of the state. A slow clearing trend north and west of there. Still just a chance of some precipitation. High 44 for Newport tomorrow. Our friends in Longview should be looking at 40 degrees, 30 for Bend, and 30 degrees in Burns. Here's a look now at the forecast for the Portland-Vancouver metropolitan area for tonight. Mostly cloudy with just a slight chance of a snow shower or two. Below 30 degrees, a north-northeast wind. Tomorrow, look for a chance of a morning snow shower, then partial clearing, light winds, the high 41 degrees. And then the 5-day forecast. Thursday, increasing clouds with a chance of a rain shower late in the day, 42 degrees. Friday, a chance of a rain and/or snow shower on Friday morning, then partial clearing. Saturday, just partly sunny conditions. And then Sunday, increasing clouds with a chance of rain or snow late in the day. Highs getting up to around the mid-40s by Sunday, but I'm worried about Sunday.
That looked better last night.
It got worse overnight.
It did.
And where's our weather question?
That's tomorrow.
We thought we'd missed it.
Oh.
Steve was over here showing us slides with the Seattle trip.
Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. People studying up.
Thank you, Joe.
You bet.
Well, you may not believe it, or it may not feel like it, but baseball season is here. Eric Johnson is up next with sports.
He tells us about more trade rumors in the NBA and a magic evening in Orlando. Stay with us.
Live, it's Grandy time. We'll take you out to Hollywood via satellite.
Plus Richard Chamberlain on live.
Tomorrow at 9. Heavy glasses? Lighten up. Thick lenses? Well, lighten up. Slim Light lenses from Binions are up to 35% thinner and lighter than ordinary lenses. And right now, Slim Lights are $35 off with a Binions coupon. Slim Lights come with ultraviolet protection and scratch-resistant coating at no extra cost. Up to 35% lighter, up to 35% thinner, and $35 off. Slim Light lenses in about an hour from Binions.
What formula do doctors recommend to relieve external anal itch? The one in cortisone 10 or in regular preparation H? 8 out of 10 doctors recommend the anti-itch formula in cortisone 10. Cortisone 10, external anal itch relief.
Hi, I'm Regis Philbin. You know, I've been suffering with back pain for years. Then I discovered Aspercreme. I just rub in Aspercreme for hours of relief, right where I hurt. It relieves the pain fast, and it's odor-free. And Aspercreme is aspirin-free.
Did you know Texaco puts System 3 in every grade of gasoline?
System 3 gets high marks in every grade, which is a lot better than I ever did.
My dad says Texaco puts System 3 in every grade. I'm in the 4th grade.
Of course! That's why I always fill up with System 3. What do I look like? Don't say it.
Visit your Texaco station.
I can get the tires rotated, the car loose, and still get home in time for the game.
Mow the lawn.
For unbeatable System 3 gasolines and so much more.
Mow the lawn.
Mow the lawn.
Denny's asked America what they wanted for breakfast.
Ooh, I love buttermilk pancakes.
Couple of eggs. Scrambled? No, please side up.
No, scrambled.
With country sausage.
And bacon extra crispy.
Okay, sausage and bacon.
And I want it for $4. No, $3.
And you do all that, you got a deal.
The Grand Slam is a great deal at Lenny's.
Denny's.
America, our world-famous Grand Slam breakfast is just $2.99, only at Denny's.
Now, is that too much to ask?
We're talking winter. We're talking classic Jeep Cherokees. We're talking loaded. We're talking cash back. We're talking affordable. Hey, quit talking. Get moving to your local Jeep and Eagle dealer.
Eric Johnson's here with sports. Blazers are on the road.
On the road. They've got a long stretch on the road. Let's hope they get off to a good start. The Blazers begin a 4-game road trip tonight that'll take them to Orlando, Miami, New Jersey, and then Boston. In fact, 17 of the next 23 games are away from home. That's tough. Tonight they play Shaquille O'Neal and the Orlando Magic. It was just a couple weeks ago that the Magic rolled into town and rolled over the Blazers, who at the time were in the middle of that sleepwalking stage they went through not too long ago. In that game, you might remember that Cliff Robinson and Shaquille O'Neal had some words at the free throw line, and then Cliff popped off afterwards about Shaquille being overrated.
He thinks he's better than he really is. Everyone you know, toots his horn and tell him he's a superstar, but I think he's just a, you know, regular player. Like I look at every other player, he's just another player.
Yeah, we'll have highlights tonight at 11. The entire road trip is going to be televised. Tonight's game starts at 6 o'clock right here on Channel 8 after the news. It is being tape delayed out of Orlando. Tomorrow night's game is on TNT. Then the Nets and Celtics games will both be shown here on Channel 8 as well. And you'll be happy to know that Clyde the Glide has made the GQ magazine All-Style All-Star team. This month's issue of GQ will feature Clyde dressed to kill, as always, posing at the Governor Hotel here in Portland. The magazine also named Clyde the coolest guy in the NBA, and you've got to be proud of that. Other all-style players include Hakeem Olajuwon, Kevin Johnson, and Larry Johnson. Lovely organic print ensemble there, wouldn't you say? And let's hope Clyde gets a little more playing time on this all-star team than he did. Well, Dennis Rodman is the NBA's leading rebounder with 19 per game. He's also leading the league in trade rumors right now. The hottest rumor has him going to the L.A. Clippers in exchange for Gary Grant and Loy Vaught, plus a #1 draft pick. The Pistons say they've talked to several teams and that at least 7 of them have actually made offers. Tom Wilson, the president of the Pistons, says that most of the interest has come from teams in the Western Conference. The trading deadline is day after tomorrow. And former Oregon State star Gary Payton had a chilling confrontation with a gunman last night. Payton was held up at gunpoint in the San Francisco area last night. He was robbed of $60,000 worth of jewelry and cash. At one point, Payton actually thought he was going to be killed, so he grabbed the gun, pushed the robber into a car. The gun went off, so did the car alarm. The robber took off, and it sounds like Gary Payton was lucky to get away with his life. The negotiations are still going on for that heavyweight title fight that could come to Portland this summer. The latest word is that now they're leaning towards having the thing outside at Civic Stadium instead of inside the Coliseum. Now, the Coliseum has limited seating for an event of this stature, but the Billy Graham Crusade was ample evidence that you can cram a whole lot more people into Civic Stadium. The thinking is that more than 30,000 fans could watch a fight there, which means more revenue, which increases the chances of bringing the fight to town. Bo's manager, Rock Newman, is said to be in favor of the fight being outdoors, and the negotiations continue. Meanwhile, in the last week, heavyweight champ Riddick Bowe has visited South Africa, met with Nelson Mandela, and gone to starvation-plagued Somalia. The stay in Somalia was a tough one, and it was obvious that Riddick came away deeply moved.
It broke my heart to see a little kid deteriorate like that. I think it's very unfair. I mean, you try to walk around here with a smile all day or for as long as you're here, but it's, you know, it's just really hard. And I'm deeply touched.
Now, tragically, the lady who gave Riddick his tour of the Relief Feeding Center yesterday was shot and killed an hour later when her car was ambushed by gunmen. That's her right there. Riddick Bowe is seeing the world up close and maybe a little too personal this month. After a couple of days of cancellations due to weather, the PSU and U of P baseball seasons got started today. It was the Vikings and the Pilots at Civic Stadium. The good news, there was no snow on the field. That's something. The bad news was it was a little chilly for baseball. Now, it's still early in the season. You're going to see a few more mistakes than you normally would, mistakes like that. The Pilots' Kevin Jones hit a bases-loaded single right here in the 5th inning. They went on top 3-0. That was followed by Dugan Duffy's single here on a hanging curveball, 5-0 for the U of P. In the 7th inning, that's the latest score we have. The PSU Vikings play George Fox at the tail end of the 3-team doubleheader as soon as that game is over. Meanwhile, Lou Piniella is busy in Peoria, Arizona, trying to turn the Mariners into winners. One guy that could help is Brian Holman. He blew out his shoulder 2 years ago, didn't pitch at all last year, and back into the big leagues. He won't be able to throw as hard as before, but when he's healthy, he's a good one.
If I have to use my brain and my guts and the other parts of my body more so that my arm doesn't get hurt again, then that's what I got to do, and hopefully I'll master that sometime.
Well, the Oregon Ducks lost a quarterback for good yesterday. Backup Doug Musgrave has quit football to concentrate on getting into medical school. Musgrave is the younger brother of former Duck great Bill Musgrave. He got some playing time in 8 games last year, but figured to be a backup again this season, so he called it quits. Doug will enter medical school this fall. So the Ducks are left with Danny O'Neill, the starter, and 3 other quarterbacks who've never taken a snap in a Pac-10 game. Good news for Clyde making that all-GQ, all-style team. That's slick. That's great. He's a sharp dresser. He is.
Are you being facetious?
No, I'm not at all. The man is a slick dresser.
He does. He looks great.
He's one of the finest. And you are, too.
Okay, time to wrap it up.
How about no, wait a minute. How about the guy that was carrying $60,000 on his body, in jewelry and
it's all gone now, including a Rolex watch, a lot of jewelry. Trouble.
Okay, yeah.
It's a lot of money.
I'll never have that in the bank, let alone carry it around on my wrist. Anyway, wouldn't it be nice to never lose another sock in the laundry?
Or do you want to find an easier way to travel with your pet? Next, we'll turn to some local kids for solutions to these age-old problems.
Detach, because it has Velcro. And then inside here you have...
I'm feeling empty. I'm feeling blue. I know it's over, and I know it's through. Man, now that's the blues.
Next time you want to dye a Pepsi ring, all you got to do is ask.
Now that's the right one, baby.
I don't seem to have any of these coupons. With Izzy's new low pizza prices, you get a great everyday value without a coupon.
At Izzy's, you don't have to buy 2 pizzas.
You get a real pizza value. More cheese, more quality toppings. Look, these are theirs. And this is Izzy's. All this quality for the super value price.
Izzy's $1 worth a whole lot more.
Honda didn't have it. Neither did Toyota or Nissan. Last year, Mercury Sable was the only car in its class from any manufacturer to offer the option of dual airbags. So how do we top that this year? We made them standard. Think smart. Think safe. Think Sable. At your Lincoln Mercury dealer now.
Once again, I'm here to prove cats prefer new recipe Whiskas, made with great stuff like USDA-approved beef over a tempting little treat like myself. But maybe you're saying, I don't think the cat even sees him. All right, then, how do you explain these temptations? I hope you're satisfied. Thank you.
Cats love the real meat taste of Whiskas. Cats would buy Whiskas.
Why is the Northwest such a great place to live?
Recycling is one very forward-thinking reason.
Channel 8 and Portland General Electric invite you to be on Earth Alert.
Here are some of the top stories we are following on News 8. Police this afternoon arrested 24-year-old Matt Buman of Portland for allegedly firing shots on I-5 yesterday morning. He's charged with unlawful use of a firearm after another driver reportedly heard shots, saw a gun, followed Buman's car, and wrote down the license number. The arrest comes after another alleged shooting incident on I-5 near Delta Park this morning. There, a woman's passenger window, the passenger window on her car shattered, and we will have more details and Matt Buman's side of the story tonight at 11 o'clock. 5 skiers missing after an avalanche in Aspen, Colorado have turned up alive and well. It turns out the skiers were not buried in the avalanche as was feared. They were trapped in a blizzard for 4 days and survived sub-zero temperatures. 2 members of the party skied to safety today and called for help. Helicopters rescued the remaining lost skiers and flew them to waiting loved ones.
An Aloha man has launched a petition drive urging Senator Bob Packwood to resign. P.J. Mulcahy wants people to sign his petition and then send or fax their signatures to the chairman of the Senate Ethics Committee. Mulcahy was also active in the move to recall Governor Roberts this summer. In 3 to 4 months, the Senate Ethics Committee will review allegations of sexual harassment against Senator Packwood. Well, coming up tonight on News 8 at 11, is your car equipped with an airbag? Well, as we told you earlier, by the end of the decade, that will be the law. But not everyone says they're so safe. Tonight on News 8 at 11, we'll hear from people who have been injured by airbags. Are automakers inflating safety claims just to make another sale? We'll have the story in a special series of reports starting tonight on News 8 at 11.
And one more quick look at the weather.
Here's a look at the 5-day forecast for you right now. You can see there's a chance of some snow, very light, tomorrow morning, and also some rain late Thursday, maybe snow and rain on Friday morning, and then something developing late Sunday. Keep an eye on it for you.
Don't be so precise.
Okay.
Well, remember when the teacher told us, always show your work? Well, some kids in Hillsborough showed their work, and they're proud of it.
Well, they're showing off their own inventions that hopefully could make the world a better place. And today, News 8's Call Click toured their invention convention.
Bet you didn't know you needed a tin can compactor.
And then it comes out like this.
Or a rabbit feeder.
Stick the food through there.
Or the reach-up hand.
And you can turn the gloves like this so that they can reach, and then you just reach up and you grab it.
See how much easier life will be thanks to the 5th and 6th graders at Hillsborough's Mooberry School. Each year their assignment is to build a better mousetrap or a better snowball maker. Because of these kids, none of us now will ever need to lose another sock in the laundry. We can always hit the sweet spot on our golf swing. And paint stirring will now be automatic. David Peterson invented a mop that cleans and dries at the same time.
So do you actually use this a lot?
Yeah, I'll ask this after my dog a lot.
And Rebecca Standiford has to travel with her dog, so she invented the pet suitcase.
When you take your dog on trips, you have a bed that can detach because it has Velcro. And then inside here you have your containers that has the usual stuff.
Yes, pet food, pet toys, pet traveler's checks. There's a place for everything.
My dog likes it.
All these inventions are on display at school, and they're quite safe because they're protected by the Fax a Burglar system.
There's a camera that takes a picture of the burglar, and it faxes it to the fax machine, and then the fax machine sends it to the police.
So keep your reach-up hands off. Carl Click, News 8.
Fax a Burglar.
It's a good idea.
It could work.
I like that thing you can reach high, too. Yeah, it would help. We'll be back tonight at 11.
We'll see you then.
Good night.
For the first time, a mother is divorcing her daughters. Can desperation drive her to the ultimate decision? Exclusively next Sally. Tomorrow at 4.
If you haven't been to Bruce Chevrolet Geo in Hillsborough, you may be paying too much. Only $29 down delivers any new used vehicle in stock. And we have over 450 to choose from, all for immediate delivery. Remember, only $29 down, and you may drive home the car or truck of your dreams. That's only at Bruce Chevrolet Geo, where we try harder to be #1, just 15 minutes west of Beaverton in Hillsborough.
At the Olive Garden, at the end of every generous bowl of crisp garden salad, every bountiful basket of soft, fresh-baked breadsticks, and every warm, friendly smile, you will always find another, and another, and another. Because at the Olive Garden, the word generosity begins with a G, but ends only when you are happy. The Olive Garden Italian restaurant, where all the best of Italy is yours.
Why they call them dogs isn't so important. What's important is once you eat one, you want another right away. Well, at AM/PM, you can get free fries plus 2 Oscar Mayer hot dogs for just 99 cents, which won't buy the mustard at some joints. So you eat your first hot dog, enjoy some free fries, and just when you have an insatiable urge for another dog, there it is. 99 cents. Never did an insatiable urge a bigger favor. Get more, spend less at AM/PM.
We saw that we could move the windshield forward on a sedan and reduce wind noise while increasing visibility. We saw that moving the wheels toward the corners would result in greater stability and more passenger room. We saw that this cab-forward design is not only more aerodynamic, it looks like nothing else on the road. And now that we've seen what's possible on a four-door sedan, we can't see building one any other way. Intrepid. This changes everything.
What makes the Northwest such a great place to live? Wild salmon, clean beaches, and urban green spaces are all examples of our Northwest quality of life. At Channel 8, we think our corporate partnerships add to this. Over the last 2 years, Channel 8 and Portland General Electric have brought you Earth Alert tips, environmental reports, and community service projects. As we continue to work together, we ask you to join with us in protecting our Northwest way of life.